Alright, sorry I've been kind of slow posting up videos. I've just been busy doing a lot of other stuff. I have not had a chance to start on the hood of the S10 yet. I'm hoping to get to start on it this coming week. So this video is just about the Studebaker and finishing up some rust repair and moving in some wheel wells, so check it out. Alright, after we cut out the 3 inches under the trunk where it was rotted out, we got a piece patched in, getting ready to grind it down. Use the bead roller to match up all the factory lines as best we could. Piece in there. Let me put another piece in there. It's mostly ground down except for right by the pole. So that's what we're getting ready to do.
Alright, what we're installing here is a rear trunk filler panel in this 60 Studebaker Hawk. This was written up from the place we bought it as being an exact replacement. Upgraded, fits perfectly. So far me and Adam have close to 4 hours time reworking this perfectly fitting piece in an English wheel, a bead roller, a rosebud torch, a die grinder, and it still doesn't fit real good. You can see here where we used a cut-off saw on it to open it up so we could spread it out wider. It was 1/4 of an inch shy on both sides of fitting the original car. You can see the heat marks here of the rosebud we had when we put it on the floor and pushed on it to spread it out because it was over broke. We run all these here through a bead roller to get the panels more defined. Down here, this was nothing but a rippled mess where they put it on a shrinker and it had just flat messed it up big time. We run that through the English wheel, got that flat back and that flattened out. We still have to cut this to size here. The top lip where the gas goes, we had to cut 1/4 of an inch off of it. It was too wide. In short, this was a piece of junk. The part was $100 and some, which would have been well worth it if it would have been done when it was advertised. It is not. It is a joke. If you get a part from a guy selling Studebaker parts and it is handwritten with a magic marker that says Made in USA, you better check it out before you ever even get close to the car, because it's probably no good. The replacement panels we got that were supposed to go on top up here didn't fit for nothing. The guy said he would take those back since it didn't fit. We sent those back. Just make sure the parts you get are what they say they are. If not, send them back immediately. Get a guarantee before you purchase the parts what they're for. And now here's the piece that's close to what it's supposed to be. All these had to be reworked. This still has to be cut down here. This is not flat at all like it's supposed to be. It's wavy, being shrunk. And there's still some bumps in here. This thing really was bumped when we got it. Looked like it took a sledgehammer to it to get the bend in it. Anyhow, that's it. We'll proceed on. Gently. Again. What? Okay. Wait. Okay. See it.
Okay, it's tack welded in now. Got it to hold it.
Have about 6 hours in it now.
Yeah, about 6 hours into it now. Reworking the metal.
Alright, we're getting ready to put in a fill panel where we move the wheel wells up. You can see we got it all clamped in place. We're getting ready to grind a couple more spots down just a little bit, sand the paint off of it, and then it'll be ready to weld on, and I'm sure we'll show you that.
All of that. Everything holding it in place so we can get it to fit just right. All the clamps in.
Into the clamp here somewhere. There.
Alright, we got this side a little more tacked in, a little more finished out. Got the weld, or the pinch weld section beaded out right. Tacking in this side now. Alright, all the patch pieces have been put in, ground down, ready for primer and Bondo. Both sides are done. 12-inch patch. We are now working on getting the rear wheel tubs lined up, and get them all lined up, and we'll weld some support braces in place so we can start working on building the patch pieces to make the wheel wells a little bit wider, about 3 inches on each side. Alright, we got the rear wheel tubs floating right now, lined up pretty close to where they need to be. Working on figuring out how to make that transition from there over to that side. And we'll put strips of metal in around it. Tack welded little structure we made up here so we could jack it up and down front to back, and also we can use the dolly to move it left and right if we need to, or front to back. So that's where we're at. Alright, today we put in these little pieces here to transition from the outside to the inner fender well. Put a rolled a bead into it and shaped it. This one here has been welded in and ground down on the front side. As you can see, we still got the rest of it still to do. Back side still needs ground down. Give you an idea what we did here. Made a little pattern up. Welded those in. Some way over here. Come out looking real good.
Down there?
That's going to do it for this update on the Studebaker. Hopefully the next video of it, I get the wheel wells finished out, and hopefully I'll put up an S10 video before I put up a Studebaker video of me doing the hood. I'd like to get those vents stuck in there and see if they make any kind of a difference. So as always, thanks for watching, and please like and subscribe.